Hello. We're going to the last raid of the second tier now, which is the 8th Alexander raid total. This one is called Alexander, the Burden of the Sun. A lot of mechanics that we learned in the previous fights are gonna all be jam-packed into this one. So, be ready for that. Alright. So the first one we're fighting is Onslaughter. Main tank will point the boss north. Alright, we get some, tank buster type things here at the beginning. This move, Mega Beam, will target a random person, and the boss will, see, this is the front boss. The boss will turn to wherever random person, and then they will have this big beam here. Okay, Mega Beam. You want to get out of this, like dodge it, because it will just shoot anybody in front backwards, and it does some damage, and you get a Vuln stack. A way that you can make sure that you avoid it is to look at, see, we got this leg here, this leg, this leg, this leg. Whatever two legs the beam is coming from, as long as you're not between the two of those, then you're good. Like I kind of move over here, like this is basically where the beam's going, so if you want to be sure, just make sure you're not between these two and just go off to the side. But basically just, don't be directly in front. So yeah, I ran on this side of the leg just to be sure, just to be safe, absolutely safe. Okay, goes back to the front. Perpetual Ray, this one's just gonna be tank stuff, but the tank does get this magic vulnerability up. Okay, so if you're running this minimum eye level, the tank is gonna get a ton of these, and so you'd have to do like tank swaps and things like that. But if you're running this just regularly with like duty roulette and things like that, then typically the healers are able to heal through these. If you're a new healer, just make sure you keep an eye on the tank that has the magic vulnerability up. Okay, other just tank things here happening. So you see, they got blasted with a few things, and if they have this thingy, then it can do a significant amount of damage. So that's why you gotta make sure the healing is going well. Okay, execution. There was like this animation right here. We've got ads. We've got 4 of them. There's one here, and there's one back there too. These there's steam regulator A and steam regulator B. There's 2 A's and 2 B's here. Like that. You want to take these down. If you don't take them down, then they will explode. Okay, also at the same time here, while we're dealing with the ads, okay, the boss is hitting the main tank with some stuff, and then we also got random AoEs underneath people. Okay, so dodge of the AoEs, but make sure you're taking the ads down. Okay, also the boss just turning around to do Mega Beam. Okay, so all this is like overlapping. I'm taking care of the ads, and then I notice, oh, there's this big beam here, and over here on this side I see that the main boss is casting Mega Beam, so I do not want to be in front where this ad happens to be and these people happen to be standing. So I'm kind of like waiting a bit. Okay, so see, you get a bit of a knockback there, and then you get a Vuln stack if you're standing in line with that. Over here, I do have some footage of these guys. Okay, see, so if I just leave them, what happens is after some time, they're gonna explode. Okay, there we go. So they all explode. I got vulnerabilities from them here, and I got damage downs. So see, there's 3 of them. I already had 1 vuln stack from before, but I got 3 from here, and then let's see. Looks like Retribution is the name of when they blow up. Or did I destroy that one? Maybe I destroyed one of them. Oh no, it blew up by itself. But yeah. Okay, so you get some big debuffs here if you don't take care of the ads. And then right after that is like the tank stuff. So that's why you want to take care of the ads here. I think so. Perpetual Ray, this is the tank thingy, and does a decent amount of damage to the tank. More damage to the tank. More damage to the tank. Discoid, I think we end up passing. We skipped this mechanic because we did enough damage. But over here, we'll show it. Let's just make sure. Yeah, this Perpetual Ray, 21k, does magical. Gives me the debuff. That other time it didn't seem like it gave the tank the debuff. Like sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. You know what I'm talking about? Unless the tank, see the tank has like 1 right now. Yeah. Oh, they didn't have any. Oh, okay, they just got it. Okay, never mind. They did get that. Oops. So yeah, the Perpetual Ray is the one that gives the debuff. And then after that, the stuff, like the missiles come down. We're looking for the disc. Here we go. Discoid. So this one, it will target people with these orb things. We've seen this before in one of the other fights. There's orbs here. And so you want to have someone soak the orbs. Preferably a tank, because it does a decent amount of damage. If it hits the person it's tethered to, they could possibly die. So yeah, so it's gonna just keep following the person that it's attached to. Okay. And then while that's happening, we got Mega Beam and stuff targeting random people and things like that. Okay, so but like I said, these are like old raids, and so we managed to skip that mechanic. But if you do happen to see it, just know you gotta soak it. And if it's attached to you, just run away from it so you don't die. Or go soak someone else's. So I think if it's tethered to you, if it's tethered to yourself and that one touches you, you'll probably die. But I think you can still soak other people's orbs. I'm not sure. I wasn't able to capture any group that saw it. So okay, here we go. This next phase, we got 2 ads here. We've seen these guys before. Each tank needs to pick up one of them and kind of keep them separate so that you can see the mechanics here. So for Brawler, let's take a look what Brawler has. We got some, tank auto attacks and things like that. This thing. Okay. Alright, so at some point we got these ice thingies. This one's coming from the Vortexer, I believe. But we're seeing it now. So the ice things, make sure you're just moving it away from people. And then these AoEs, make sure you're not standing in them. So the ice thing, if you stand in it, you will get the the frostbite thingy. It's damage over time. These ones, you'll get leaden and sludge. So the sludge is damage over time, and then the leaden is you can't move very quickly. Okay, so just make sure you're not standing in that. So these elemental thingies are coming from the vortexer over here. Okay, and now Brawler, the one that I'm taking care of, is the one with the hands. And then depending on what it is, okay, see, so remember it has one hand, and so it will just attack me as the tank. And so I can just mitigate for this and take the hit by myself. Single buster, okay? If you see two laser beam thingies, 2 blasters, then that's something that will hit the entire party. Or the entire party should soak together. It might kill a single tank, unless you mitigate it heavily. Okay, so we were able to skip through most of this stuff for Brawler, I believe. Yeah, we didn't see the double one. But for Vortexer, we still got like the sludge stuff and the ice thing. Because everyone was basically focusing on the other one. And so now when that one's done, then we all focus over here. So Vortexer, like I said before, it's got this magma sludge thing, the ice thing, and then the super cyclone, which is going to do a raid wide and knock us backwards. Yeah, we've seen these mechanics before. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. This one's done, and so now we got 2 other bots that we've seen before. We've got Blaster and Swindler, and they do their own mechanics. You know? Okay, but tanks, you pick up one of the bots and just keep them separated. So I'm taking tank autos here. Here we've got that floor thingy, height. Okay, so I have high arithmetics. Okay, so that means I get an owie if I stand on the higher floor, which is the ones that's lit with red. And so I don't want to stand on the one that's a higher floor. Or I need to stand on the lower one so I don't get hit with this. And then the one that has the orange one where the owie is on the bottom, those people need to stand on the higher floor. So when the height cast goes off, they don't get damage from it. Okay. This levitation, this foot, is what lets you know if you're standing on a higher platform. So DM and AG, where's AG? This person? They're standing on the higher platform, okay? And then other people are all on lower platforms. I think they're adjusting themselves. And yeah, I'm staying on the bottom one. I was a little cheeky and I ran up there just to see, but I didn't actually get hit with that. I snapshot did it correctly. So, yeah, okay. But I'm taking tank autos though. You see, so if you don't do it correctly, you get a vuln stack. Here. Let's see. MN, where are you? MN, see, they're on the bottom one, and that if they're on the bottom one, they're gonna get hit, and they did end up getting hit. Okay. And then CE, where are you? CE is right here. CE is also on a lower one, and so they get hit. They were supposed to be on a higher platform, so they don't get hit. So yeah, so you get a vulnerability stack if you do it incorrectly, and you get damage. See how much damage they took? Not bad. See, everyone's got full health, and the height goes off, and then the 2 of them that weren't on the correct platform took half damage and a vuln stack. So yeah, like I said, I was staying on the right one, and then at the very last minute I was like, oh, maybe I'll go get hit just in case no one else got hit. But it snapshot me to actually the correct one. So, but there we go. Okay, Blaster's doing some stuff. It just did a raid wide. This is the Blaster one, Mind Blast. Mind Blast came from this one. Okay. So with Swindler, it's mostly just the the platform, the floor, the steps, the levitation, the floor thingies. Okay. And here we've got these they're not ice, but they're like blue, these bluish markers. Those ones are just like the other raid, are gonna drop the random mirage things. Okay. Backward. See, so even I have one. So kind of just back it up. We also took care of this one too. Back it up, and these are the ones where they will zoom across the stage. And so this, you have to see where it's facing, and where the arms are is where they're facing. So I noticed they're all basically facing east, and so I'm like, okay, I just can't be in front of any of them basically. Okay, so they're all gonna zoom this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Blaster. Okay, Blaster does Mind Blast. I didn't end up getting hit with anything. I have a big shield. Blaster is also the one that does like the mirage things. Okay, so these Blaster, Mirage. So that's from this one. And then also like the Mind Blast thing. And then I'm like probably also has tank busters and things like that to worry about. So if you're healing for this, just make sure that you're keeping an eye on both tanks, even if you're primarily damaging one. And yeah, keep an eye on both of them. And because there's like, you know, 2 adds, most people will just focus on one to take it all down. But if you have dots and stuff, then you can throw a dot on the other one and then focus on the other that everyone else is focusing on. Okay. Cool. So we dealt with the bots. And now it's morphin time. I actually really like this song. Okay, so when they morph, they do this like raid ride, and you get knocked back. And then here we go. Turn the boss facing north, per usual. Double rocket punch. What a big old name. Does big old damage. Okay, so you want to mitigate for that. It's a big tank buster. Okay, here we've got AoEs that are under random people, so you got to make sure to avoid that. And then we also got a stack marker. So things are going to start happening a little bit faster here. There's this big explosion, but remember, we got this stack marker. Tricky thing here, after the explosion, okay, you got to get out of the way immediately. This one tries to be hella tricky. Apocalyptic Ray is a conal like attack, so anybody in front will be hit with this thing, and then you'll get a blown up. So this will happen a few times where, you know, we'll be dodging stuff, there's like a big explosion that covers your screen, you gotta stack up, and then there's another big explosion, and all of a sudden the boss is facing you and it's gonna do this big attack, and you're like not expecting it, but expect it. So just get behind the boss so you don't get hit with this thing. Let me see, I think I simulated that here. You guys know this stuff, right? Alright, we've seen it in the other one, and I went over it a few times already. You're good. You don't need me to go through that again. Double rocket punch, okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So I dodge the AoE. Here's your stack marker. It's covering my whole screen. Okay, and then this thing happens, and then apocalyptic ray happens. Okay, see, as I'm standing in it, I'm constantly getting hit by this and getting more vuln stacks. So that's why you don't want to just stand there. You gotta get out of the way. You know, I usually just walk through the hitbox instead of trying to run backwards, because if you run backwards, you're still gonna get hit with like this whole thing. It's like a cone. So, right. So you gotta be careful with that. Especially if you're going in for stacks. Generally, the boss will turn. We'll see it again. Okay, super jump is going to pick a random person and jump on them. So just get out of the way. There we go. Alright, see, we had like a few people get hit with that there. Wait, did CE get hit with that? CE's got 4 vuln stacks. Let's see. I'm not sure how they got knocked. Oh yeah, they were standing like right here. So they took a stun. Looks like they took a stun there. CC was over here, but like they moved over. Look at that! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! So they probably just like got clipped. So they got hit pretty hard there. Okay, so you don't want to stand in that way. Okay, this one is the flare thrower. It just does a flame attack. Okay, so don't stand up there with the tank. Okay, this short needle thingy will just, it's raid wide. It will keep hitting, and then a double rocket punch. We saw this at the beginning. This will hit the main tank. So keep an eye on the main tank's health here. Mitigate for that. Okay, the this rocket whatever thingy, or sorry, short needle thingy happens a few times. So healers, make sure to do a party heal a few times for that. And in the middle of that is the tank buster. Flame thingy, don't stand up there with the tank. Okay, we got AoEs here, so we're gonna get some explosions, and then we got the stack thingy. So just wait for the explosions, come in for the stack. Keep an eye on if he's facing. Yep, he's facing us this time. Instead of the apocalyptic ray thing, it's mega beam now, which we have seen. So just stand off to the sides. Consider it this big attack, okay? It's not, I don't think it's a cone necessarily, it's more like a straight line. But to be safe, I would say stand off to the sides. Or get blasted. Okay, so you get a knockback and you get vuln stacks here. Okay. Okay, now the boss jumps up. And it's gonna jump back down, and we get kicked, J kick. It's a common attack, actually, if you do other raids, Alexander raid stuff. Anyway, yeah. Just a lot of people in the community know that, this move specifically. Okay, alright, so after that, we're gonna get this, whole thing, okay? After the J kick, the bots split up and they're gonna go do their thing, okay? So we got 2 of them roaming around, just shooting missiles and stuff. We got the baited AoEs that we need to run out of, and then we got the ice thingy that we have to plant somewhere and then not stand in. Okay. So don't stand in this, don't stand in that, don't stand in that. Remember the mines from one of those other raids? Okay, so these, don't stand in those. Alright. Okay, this dude here, Brawler, now it's doing the hand thingy. So we'll figure out which one is gonna be. Okay, it's 2 of them. That means it's gonna be a stack situation. I stood in here, I was mitigating. It turned kind of quickly, so I tried to run in front of it. I was able to capture some of it, but look at this, it was targeting this person, and so they almost died. But because I kind of ran in there and took a little bit of it, they didn't fully die. I think, though, this person was also trying to help out. I think they took some of it too, so that's good. But yeah, so for here, if Brawler has 2 of the hand things, that means it needs to be soaked with a party stack. It's going to target a random person. But it's kind of difficult to coordinate this in a random party. But as tank, yeah, I definitely try to get in there. The other tank was also able to grab some of it. Okay. Okay, so don't stand at this, don't stand this, don't stand at this, don't stand at that, don't stand at this. And then we got a proximity marker here. So you want to stand along the edge of the platforms so you don't get as much damage. Okay, so the thing pops down, okay, but now at the same time the floor shifts. There's the tall one and the lower one, so you have to make sure you're looking at your debuff to see which one is going to hurt you. Again, mine is the one where you're first standing up high, then you get hit, so I go down lower. Okay. So while you're configuring this, also make sure you're noticing the boss here. It's got this beam. Don't stand in front of it, while also avoiding like this stuff. Okay. Oh, the hidden mines went away, so the mines are fine. It's not an issue. There's a lot going on, huh? Okay. At this point, what a crazy screenshot. Like, even if I delete my drawings, it's like, ah. Okay. Deal with your height situation, okay? And oh, the hidden mines are actually still here. Don't stand in front of the mega beam, but if you are in front of the mega beam, okay, so looks like the height thing went off first because some people got hit with theirs. Okay. CE. If they're low, then they get hit. Yeah, they're low right now. DM, if they're low, they get hit. And yeah, DM looks like they are standing on a lower platform. Probably just, yeah. Got snapshot there. Yeah. Okay, so the height thing goes off first, and then the mega beam goes off. Okay. We also got this other guy over here. He's about to do something. Swindler. Okay. What was Swindler doing over there? Wait, Swindler is the one that does the height thing. Hang on. Swindler. Yeah, here we go. Height? Yeah. Okay. So Swindler does the height thing. And then Mega Beam goes off. Okay. Okay, and then they morph together again. And then face the bus north. Okay, and then it's regular business. Double rocket punch is a tank buster. Okay. Now we got the baited AoEs. And then the stack marker. And then after that, watch out if you're gonna get hit with a beam. Wow, let's see all that in real time. During the J kick, yeah. So it happens very fast, okay? The drawings are gonna be all over the place. So we take J kick, get some heals in, the bots separate, 2 of them are down, they're gonna shoot random stuff all over the place, consider them raid wides, bait the AoEs, move the ice things away, don't step in the hidden mines. Okay, look for whether it's 2 hands or whatever. Okay, it's 2, so you got it all soaked together. It's fine, no one's died yet. Okay, we got the height, the proximity thing, so stand along the edge. Height, okay, make sure you're on the right platform, high or low. Watch out for Mega Beam. Yeah, how was that? Good? Cool. Tank Buster incoming. Alright. Double rocket punch. Yeah, all the other raids really have culminated into this fight. It's happening all at once, okay? Stacked together, we got it. Nice. I think at some point there's like an enumeration somewhere, but yeah, we just skipped it because DPS was good, damage output was good, but I think, yeah, if we were in there for a little bit longer, we probably would have seen enumeration at some point. Hello. Let's see. It comes from one of these two. I think it's Swindler. Yeah, I got its health really low, and I was just waiting it out. Okay, so these are the mirages you avoid. Okay, here, see? So yeah, we do get the enumeration, and see there's like 4 of them, 4 ball things. That means we would need 4 people inside this circle to soak it with me. Otherwise I take all the damage and some golden stacks and stuff. Okay, 6-7k or so. I took 2 golden stacks. So yeah, given my health here, that would have taken, you know, almost half my health, give or take. So that can be a little damaging, but again, we skipped it because it's an old fight. But if you're running it minimum eye level, you'll probably see it. Okay, cool. That was a fun one. I hope that was informative. Though all the mechanics you basically already learned from all the other ones, but it all is like slapped together. And yeah. Alright, goodbye.